everyone, welcome back to our video series Legalese Translator. My name is Heather Hui-Litwin, and joining me here today again, of course, is Heather Douglas. Hi, Heather.
Hi.
So in this video, we are going to explain how to count time in the Rules of Civil Procedure. So in the Rules of Civil Procedure, Rule 3.01 sub 1 it tells us how to calculate time in the rules. And it is a little bit confusing and complicated. So I'm going to ask Heather to explain to us how to calculate time, but I'm going to use two fairly simple examples. So the first example is suppose you're a defendant and you're served a statement of claim today, which is May 1st. How would you calculate the time to deliver your statement of defense? Now, in the rules, Rule 18.01 tells us that a defendant has 20 days after the service of the statement of claim to deliver a defense. So 20 days. Heather, how do we calculate the 20 days?
The first question to ask yourself is, how many days am I being required to count? Because if it's over 7 days, then you don't include holidays. But if it's under 7 days, when it's over 7 days, you include all the holidays. And when it's under 7 days, you don't count the holidays. So when you're counting 3 days, then if there's a weekend, you wouldn't count that. So the first question is how many days am I being asked to look at? Is it over or under 7 days? Okay. The second question is there a holiday? The holiday that's defined in the rules, and that includes like Canada Day, Thanksgiving Day, Saturday, Sunday, a Good Friday, Easter Monday. With 20 days, the date that you were served with the claim, you have 20 days to serve and file your defense. So when you're counting those 20 days, you would not include the day that you were served with it. You would count 20 days after that.
Okay.
And so it would be like May 21st.
Okay.
That you would have to serve and file your defense by.
I see. All right, now we're going to move on to the second example. So this one is actually a fairly common thing that people encounter. Let's say that there's a motion that you're involved with, and let's say the motion hearing is next Wednesday, which is May 6th. And there's a step in the rules that says that you have to confer with the other side so that you guys can confirm that the motion is going to go ahead. And it says in Rule 37.10.1 that you're supposed to do this no later than 2 o'clock 3 days before the hearing date. All right, so the hearing date is May 6th, and you're supposed to do this 3 days before May 6th. What actually does that mean?
Right, so 3 days, that's less than 7.
Right.
So that means when we're counting 3 days, we skip over whatever is considered a holiday. Mm-hmm. So in this case, we'll just say there's no statutory holidays. So we're just going to skip over the Saturday and the Sunday.
Right.
And the second thing to keep in mind is that you're not going to count the day that you confirm it with the court, and you're going to want to have 3 days after that.
Right. So
it would be like normally how we refer to it as 3 clear days.
3 clear days. Okay. Okay. So let's do it with the calendar this time. So Heather, right. Show me, how do I count the 3 days that I have to confirm?
Okay. So
right.
You want 3 days, and you don't include the first event. So the first event would be the day that you are confirming your motion. So go to the Friday,
Okay.
Let's say
Yes.
you are confirming the motion with the court on May
Right.
1st.
Right.
So that means I can't count that day. We
Right.
don't include the first day of
Right.
the event.
Right.
Then now we can't count to Saturday because it's a holiday.
Right.
We can't count the Sunday because it's considered a holiday.
Right.
And now we can start counting 3 days.
Okay.
1, so the 4th,
Uh-huh.
5th,
Uh-huh.
6th. So 3 days. So if your motion's on Wednesday, May 6th, then in order to make sure that you have 3 days, you have to really serve it on May 1st.
On May, or right, on May 1st.
Yeah, because we can't include the weekend, we can't include any holiday, and we can't include the day that we are confirming it with the court, because the rules say we don't include the first event.
So we have to be really careful when the rules talk about days that are less than 7 days, because you have to remember to not include the holidays. Otherwise, you'll probably miscount, I guess, your deadline.
Exactly. The best thing to always do when counting days and there's a deadline is just to put into your calendar a due date that's a couple days earlier than whatever day you think it's supposed to be. And that will help you from missing an important deadline.
That is great suggestion. Got it. Okay, but I think that a good suggestion to people is that don't leave it like to the super last minute. Give yourself a little bit of buffer, a little bit of room, so that like if the rules say 3 days, you wouldn't necessarily want to just like, okay, I will do it the last day. That
yeah, only with the rules of civil procedure does a day not mean what it means in regular life.
Right. Yeah, because I think that if I didn't know better, I would go, oh, my it says 3 days and my hearing is May 6th, so can I just do a subtraction? Can I just go 6 minus 3? And
yeah.
But if I go 6 minus 3, that's going to bring us to May 3rd, but that's going to be like, that's actually wrong. The wrong answer is it's actually May 1st. Okay, so
exactly.
Thank you very much, Heather, for teaching us how to count time. And thanks everyone for watching. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you're new to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.
Bye.